Katie Zimmer is hitting the high notes and pursuing her dream, one step at a time. She absolutely takes nothing for granted as she discovers her gift and her passion for life. But the first 18 months of her life, Zimmer experienced several issues with her lungs, and at the age of 2, she was diagnosed with spontaneous atelectasis, a disease that causes chest pain and shortness of breath.
When I was 2, I was diagnosed with a rare lung disease called spontaneous atelectasis, where my lungs would spontaneously collapse at any given moment, and I would have a 30-minute time span to be rushed to the hospital and given oxygen. And yes, I spent weeks and weeks at a time in the hospital, and without my brother, my twin brother was always home with my dad, and I missed a lot of growing up with him, but you know, there was nothing I could do about it. I just had to put a smile on and try and be the kid I wanted to be.
The hardest part was trying to find, all those years, trying to find someone to help her, because we went through dozens of doctors who would say, I'm sorry, there's no way to help her. So that, I think, was the most frustrating element, is watching your child suffer, not seeing any availability of help along the way.
After going through dozens of doctors for Katie's illness, Susan Zimmer was introduced to a doctor in Westchester County named Alan Dozer.
My mother-in-law found this not well-known physician upstate New York in Westchester County Medical Center named Alan Dozer. And it was him who put her in remission, gave us hope. I know that her doctors begged him to take her on as a patient because they didn't think she would survive. So it was out of their critical letters to him and phone calls that he took her, and then she was able to be treated, and he's been amazing.
He is a godsend. I can't thank him enough for everything he's done. He put me into remission for now 2 years, I think.
With her spontaneous atelectasis in remission, Katie was able to pursue being a regular child. Her friends wanted her to dance in a local talent show, but Katie had other ideas.
I was in 5th grade, and I was with my friends doing a talent show. We were doing Don't Rain on My Parade, and we were all dancing, and I cannot dance. I have 2 left feet. It's really not good. And when we were during rehearsal, I just kept lip syncing the words, and I began to start singing the words, and I realized I could sing. So I asked them if I could sing instead of dance. They said, of course, and that was the first time I ever sang on stage.
She's singing Streisand and hitting the notes dead on. And while she didn't know what that meant, I certainly did. She hit every note, got a standing ovation, and we were crying. We were all so surprised, and we're surprised still. It's still a fairly new thing for us that she's getting the notoriety, that she's able to do the things that she's able to do, and we're exceedingly grateful.
I felt really lucky because with all the years I've been in the hospital and everything that I've gone through, it's a gift, you know? It's something for now that I can share with the world that I overcame this disease, and now I can share it through song. The best way to share anything. I want you to stay. I want you to stay.
Katie Zimmer has since performed at various venues. She also has a band that she formed with her friends, all in an effort to follow her dream and to honor Dr. Dozer, who saved her life.
I know in my life I'm always going to have to be doing something with music, because that's what keeps me going every day. I have to be doing something with music, and even if I don't reach my dream of maybe being on Disney Channel or being my own record artist or whatever I want to do, then there is some chance of me working in the movie industry or working as a sound engineer or doing something that has to do with music. How much do you owe someone who saved your life? I mean, you can't count it. You can't. And so I thought, what's the best way to tell it? What's the best way to do it? Through singing. So I have different events through the year, and I raise money for the doctor that saved me. That's all I do.
To contribute to the pulmonary research of Dr. Alan Dozer and the Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital, go to westchestermedicalcenter.com. For Push Pause and Comac, this is Archie Snowden.